I mean, signing an unknown artist is probably the riskiest business move that anyone can make. You will actually make way more money with lottery tickets, with scratch-off lottery tickets, than you will trying to sign brand new artists. Even the labels, man, like the reason why these deals are set up the way they are at the labels is that out of 10 albums that a label will put out, 9 of them will lose money. And the one that does really well pays for the losses of the other ones. So the artist that blows up always complains, oh, I got a bad deal. But the nine others that lost money for the label, they don't have to pay that money back. They're not saying nothing. You know, so it's one of those things, man. I really salute you for actually doing that time and time again, because we're talking about your successes, but how many artists have you signed that literally was just a waste of money for you?
A lot.
A lot. If you look at percentages, artists that you made money with versus artists that you basically lost everything that you invested in?
I'll say 30% really kind of got out the green. Got out the red.
70% loss rate.
Yep.
You have a 70%, any business with a 70% fail rate will usually just go out of business.
Yeah.
Right, except for music.
And I'm coming
is sort of.
And on a lot of these artists, I'm coming out of my pocket, like me believing I'm not no big label over me. I'm not using their money. Like a lot of it is because I believe, you know?
Yeah.
So.
What it do? It's your boy Donnell Taurus, and we back again with another video, man. And on today's clip, we're gonna talk about how Shawn Cotton, aka Say Cheese TV, lost money on about 70% of the artists he signed. Let's plug in. You know what time it is, man. Yo, we gonna dive in on a pretty interesting subject, which is pretty common. We have Shawn Cotton talking about how he lost money on majority of the artists he signed. And this is how all labels work, right? A lot of labels work like this, and a lot of people want to get signed, but not everyone that gets signed is going to become successful. You got to understand that, right? So it's more so of they pretty much pick, random artists to sign and see who blows up off of it. And, for my man's Shawn Cotton, more so for him, it was he genuinely cared about his artist. He actually wanted to help them, but sometimes things happen. Sometimes the artists are not focused. Sometimes their music just don't pop off. Like sometimes it just be like that. So not everyone could blow up, but that's why a lot of labels, they want to get artists that are already pre-built. They want to get musicians that already have a buzz, because that ensures that the artist is going to be successful. And it's all a business move. It's all business tactics. And that's what a lot of people have to understand. You have to understand they're all just business moves. And once you really get the fundamental, or at least once you understand that concept, you'll be better off. And that's why I tell a lot of artists, you're gonna have to build your buzz before you can do anything. No artist, no label is gonna sign you and just be like, try and put money into you. They gotta have a reason for that. They gotta have a reason. He had a few artists that popped off, and the majority of them didn't. That's the way the industry works. And I know a lot of independent artists in here, they really, really, really want to get signed. And it's really not all that unless you have some type of buzz or something going for yourself. Because even if you get signed, they're gonna shelf you. You're gonna be put last in line. The way labels work, it's it's like a pyramid scheme. It's like you got the person at the top, and then you'd have the people at the bottom, and the lower you get, the lower that money is, the crappier your situation is. And there's nothing you can do about that. You have to essentially go out and make it happen on your own. And if you watch a lot of artist interviews, you'll see that a lot of artists say, man, I was signed, but I still had to make it happen on my own. And that's the gist of it. Like, you have to make it happen by yourself. You have to put your money up. You have to, to make the songs, record them, and you have to promote them, have some sort of money. If you don't have money, or you don't have connections or something like that, you're essentially screwed, bruh. There's nothing you can do about that, chief. But that's the way of the game. That's the way it works. That's how it is. That's how it's always going to be. Yeah, dig. So with that being said, you just gotta really hone in, focus, create something for yourself, build something for yourself. You have to have that foundation, because whether you want to be on a label or be independent, whatever, either or, you always gonna have to have that foundation. Because if you don't have the foundation, once you start building stuff, everything's gonna fall apart. And that's happened to me. It happened to me before, and even with me, I used to think, oh man, if I were to get signed, like, that'd be it, I'd be lit, but you still, as a signed artist, you still have to work as hard as an independent artist. There's no way around it, man. It's crazy how that works. There's no way around it. And man, all I got to say to that is, you just gotta keep on trucking it. It's not a sprint, it's a marathon. So you just have to understand that concept. Once you understand that concept, you'll be good to go. The everything else will fall in place, and from there you'll be able to, you can decide if you want to either sign or stay independent. Because some people stay independent because they work their butt off, and it's like, man, why should I give a label a piece of what I got when I busted my ass doing me? And some people feel like they want to take their artistry to the next level, so they want to sign to a label. But at the end of the day, labels want people that are already have some sort of clout, because it helps them realize that, if we invest in this, more than likely we'll get our money back. Because there are a lot of unknown artists that are signed to these labels. They're not making no money, and they owe the label a lot of money. And some major artists owe a lot of money too. So it's always best if you go in with leverage. Leverage is key. All right, always keep that in mind. Leverage is key. So anyway, man, I'm gonna wrap it up with this. Stay on the grind, keep on pushing. It's not a sprint, it's a marathon. And build your brand, and everything else will fall in place from there. The money will come, the endorsements will come, different things will start coming your way once you build a brand and once you establish yourself, especially if you do it on your own. It's crazy. So make sure y'all like, comment, and ring the bell on them notifications, man. Help me out, you dig? But as always, stay true, stay H.E.R.D, which in the H.E.R.D we honor every ride or die. I'm out. Deuces.